I just got off Facebook. I was reading through some of these comments, and there's this one particular brother. It's like this brother's obsessed, man. He's on his campaign to incorporate, entwine, mix, join the heathens with us. And I mean, that stuff will fly with, the flunkies and the new jacks and the brothers and sisters who don't know any better on Facebook, but it's not going to fly with us. You're not going to get us to all of a sudden open our arms to the heathen, meaning non-Israelites, people outside of our nationality. I'm trying to be careful with my words. I'm trying to be very careful with my words. But here's the thing, brothers like this, it's like a sickness that they have. It's like a sickness, like that's, Stockholm syndrome, man. It's like, you're sick, man. There's something wrong with you, And, you see all the evils being done around the earth, and it's mainly by one group of people, and it's not us. It's not us. And they're fighting their fight to maintain themselves in this current world, or their evil power in this current world. And I just don't understand it. Why our people can't imagine a salvation or a deliverance or a spirit where the Most High is dealing mainly with one people, and not have Esau, the so-called white man, in our world. In other words, you got people among us who can't imagine a world without the oppressor, without the wicked, without the powers that be that's in charge now. They can't imagine a world that doesn't include the enemy. And it's just strange. It's like a damn sickness in their minds. And I'm watching this dude target our mistakes. And I told you, brothers, this a couple of times. What people do, they target your falls, your sins, and they try to guilt trip you into believing and walking within the paths of what they believe or how they think. This is what they do, man. But this is crazy. It says Stockholm Syndrome is a proposed condition or theory that tries to explain why hostages sometimes develop a psychological bond with their captors. See that? And we're the captors. We're the captors. And the Most High, we know the rundown. The Most High put us into captivity under the slave masters or the wicked, for lack of better words. The Most High, he put us in captivity. But now, through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, who they call Christ, through the Holy Spirit of truth, now we are free spiritually. We know the truth. We know the truth, and we know the spirit of the Most High. We know who we are. We know who our enemies are. But you always have a certain weak group trying to target the strong out of the weak. Now, if you believe what you believe and you're a Christian Israelite, you go over to the weak brothers and sisters and build up a mighty army of rainbow Christians among yourselves and leave us alone. We have our differences and we have some divisions among us. But one thing I got to give all the brothers in the camps and in the schools and in the churches, I got to give them one thing. They're strong and they move hard and they focus and they're unwilling to let any weak substance of spirit divide their congregations and to make them Christian Israelites. They refuse to do that. And I applaud that. I applaud that and I respect that. And I laugh at you brothers and sisters who try to push that weak, flimsy, women-like doctrine on us. Women think like that. Women are in their emotions and their feelings, and they can't imagine a world without everybody being in it, eating popcorn, chicken, and rice together. That's what women do. And you're not going to get these brothers a flip. I don't know why you waste your time on the frontline brothers. And they try to pretend they're not only after the frontline brothers. They try to pretend that they're not focused on the warriors and the frontline brothers, but clearly that's what your aim is. So in this passage on Wikipedia, it says that this is a psychological disorder to want to bond with your captors. You see that? It is supposed to result from it is supposed to result from a rather specific set of circumstances, namely the power imbalances contained in hostage-taking, kidnapping, and abusive relationships. Who does that fit? Now ask yourself this. In this country, name me a nationality or nation that was taken as hostages, or just taken, period, or kidnapped, because it mentions hostage-taking, kidnapping, and abusive relationships. Has the relationships between us and the white man, has it been Christian-like in the last 200 years? Has there been the love of Christ in the last 200 years? Has the law of brotherhood been instilled in our enemies in the last 200 years? That's the question. Has those things manifested themselves among us as a people from any nationality in the last 200 years? Have they supported you in the ghettos or tried to clean up the ghettos? Has the heathen, the non-Israelites, try to take you off drugs, make your men into better men, or provide the resources that would get you off drugs or make your men better men? Have they done that? Have they even followed the book that you claim that we're not following and that we don't know love? Has the heathen or the non-Israelite nationalities, have they practiced any of this book known as the Bible to make you or your people a better people? I just don't understand it. There's all types of things are happening all over the earth, and our day is right around the corner. And the Most High, he's not just doing it for the evil that's around the world. He's doing it to show his power, like we discussed so many times on the Shabbat. And at the same time, he's showing us that our salvation is right around the corner, and the very heathen that you want to incorporate among us are losing their power and are losing their grip as far as control in their own countries or around the world. I just don't understand it. Look, it said 9 people killed and 963 injured after a 7.4 magnitude earthquake. That was roughly about an hour and change, hour and a half ago. Earthquake hit, man. It says, is it Tapi, Taiwan? I believe that's how it's pronounced. It says Tapi. Hope I don't lose this. Let me make sure I don't lose this. Yeah, because I'm on OBS. Yeah, but I don't understand that for the life of me. Brothers, man, I don't know, man. And it's to the point I don't even get mad anymore. That's how sickening it is. But I don't even get mad anymore, because if you that dumb and that weak, then keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see. We'll see. Eventually, we're gonna see. But I can't even be mad anymore, because you sound stupid. Before, it would be an argument and we go back and forth, but it's no argument. There's no reason to do all that. But anyway, it says a 7.4 magnitude earthquake followed by several strong aftershocks struck off the east coast of Taiwan on Wednesday morning, which would be this morning. Ain't that something? And I usually bring up around the time of the Passover, brothers and sisters, don't argue with nobody, man. Don't argue with nobody. Don't stress yourself out. Don't argue with nobody. Don't let anyone trouble you, because around this time of the year is our time. It's a special time of the year for us, and the Passover is symbolic of when we will receive our liberty out of Egypt, and the death angel went and destroyed our enemies, or the firstborn of our enemies. And the rebellious Israelites who chose to not believe in the Most High, who chose not to believe in Yahushua, and fought against the truth and wanted to stay with the captors. You had different examples of brothers and sisters actually wanting to remain in Egypt or have a love for Egypt. I'm going to have a love for Egypt. And today, the modern day Egypt is America, and you got brothers and sisters who still love this modern day Egypt, who still love their captors, who still love the enemy, and will try to get in the way of you so-called Negroes and Hispanics liberating your minds away from this enemy. Yeah, so every time I see what's happening around the world, I'm not going to be very long because I think the CPU levels on this thing is going to crash. Every time I see the enemy and I see them going through what they're going through, I laugh. I laugh and I praise the Most High at the same time, because I know that our day is coming. I know our day is coming. Again, it says a 7.4 magnitude earthquake followed by several strong aftershocks struck off the east coast of Taiwan on Wednesday morning, killing 9 people and injuring at least 963, according to Taiwan's 5 departments. The earthquake, which damaged buildings and caused landslides, was the largest, was the largest to hit Taiwan in 25 years and was also felt in parts of China. Now, why is that? Why is all this happening? Because the Most High is tired of the BS, man. The Most High is tired, and a lot of you brothers and sisters, you're tired. This morning I woke up, man, I had no will to go to work. I went, but it's getting harder and harder to go to work and focus on the Most High at the same time. It's getting harder and harder to go to work and tolerate the stupidity and the foolery and the evils of our own people as well as the heathen. It's getting harder and harder. And I know a lot of you brothers and sisters can relate to that. I know a lot of you can relate to that, and you understand what I'm talking about. I know a lot of you understand exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm just skimming through a lot of what is going on in the world, and I'm showing you that the Most High is on our side, and these Save a Nation brothers and sisters, or Save a Heathen, or Love a Heathen brother and sister, avoid these dudes. Avoid these dudes, or I'm not going to say clown them, but reprove them and keep it moving, because you're not going to change the minds of brothers who think in this capacity, especially if they're going after frontline brothers. You could tell that's the objective. They're trying to play like it's for everybody, but they're really focusing on you brothers and sisters who are strong and solid in the Most High. You understand? That's what they're focusing on. You brothers and sisters who are solid in the Most High, that's who they're really focusing on. Who are you kidding, man? They're not kidding nobody. They're not fooling anybody. That's the real deal. That's the real deal. Look at this. Cal Maine Foods, largest producer of eggs in the U.S., bird flu in chickens at Texas plant. Look at that. Now they're trying to bring back this. I don't know. I believe a lot of things in the news or that are being revealed throughout current events. I believe that some of the things are distractions. I believe that some of the things are distractions to get you to focus in a particular story in another area or put you in a certain mindset. Meanwhile, hell is breaking loose, and the powers that be are losing their power. They're losing their grip. They're losing their authority, because a new world order is about to be set up, and that's under the Most High. They're trying to create their own new world order and do away with the Constitution and have you follow and bow down to Satan. But every time they try, something just gets in the way. Chickens at a plant in Texas chickens at a plant in Texas Panhandle have tested positive bird flu, resulting in the slaughter of 1.6 million hens and 337,000 pullets, meaning young hens. I mean, come on, man. After a while, this gets tired. They even think and try some lockdown business, they're in for a rude awakening, because I don't think most Americans or people in the world are going to tolerate that. So I don't know how legit this is. I don't know where they're going with this, but I highly doubt it if people are going to, listen to authority anymore, man. The largest suppliers of eggs in the United States halted production after chickens at a Texas plant tested positive for a highly contagious bird flu, the latest in a spike of cases across the nation. So the Calumet Foods on Tuesday announced chickens at its facility in Palmer County in the state's southwest panhandle tested positive for a pathogenic avian influenza, HPAI, resulting in slaughtering nearly 2 million chickens, 1.6 million hens, and the rest, and 337,000 young hens. The announcement less than 24 hours after the Center for Disease Control reported a person in Texas had infected the virus. In Texas, had been infected with the virus after coming into close contact with dairy cattle in just over a week after sick dairy cattle in Texas and Kansas tested positive for the virus. I mean, listen, man, you brothers, you do what's right for you, as far as the jibby jab and pills and the enemy's medication. I would suggest you eat properly. You exercise, you drink plenty of water, you wash your hands thoroughly. You keep your hands very clean, you wash your hands thoroughly, you keep a clean place, and you should be all right. And you stay in the Most High. That's first and foremost. You stay in the Most High, and everything will be just right. Everything will be just right. You stay in the Most High. Bottom line, stay in the Most High. And you'll be all right. Let me see if this is working. I don't know. Bear with me one moment. It's working. All right. So, stay in the Most High. Don't I'm telling you, the enemy and the powers that be have no interest, trust me, no interest in its citizens, in the children, and the people who reside in the country. It's about power and serving the devil in the end. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. But then you had what happened yesterday, man. How many of you saw what happened? You had some workers in the Gaza Strip, volunteer workers, who went out there and was taking care of the children and the elderly and the sick and feeding people out there in the Gaza Strip. And then Esau, under the title the Israelis, bombed a specific area, killing these people. They might be I think part of them are Americans, and some could be Canadian. I'm not sure, but man, you can't make this up, man. The Most High just throwing monkey wrench after monkey wrench into every one of their programs. Into every one of their programs. The Biden says Israel has not done enough to protect civilians after strike on aid workers. President Biden said he was outraged and heartbroken, yeah, right, by the Israel Defense Force strike that killed 7 World Central Kitchen aid workers in Gaza, urging Israel to do better, protect aid workers and civilians there. Urging Israel to better protect aid workers and civilians there. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Netanyahu said Israel deeply regrets the incident, while the IDF said the strike was a grave mistake and the result of a misidentification. Yeah, man, you're right. You're right. I'm just saying, bottom line is that, we got our own problems and we got our own things to deal with as far as serving the Most High. We should be concerned with our people and doing what's right for our people. People have their own understandings in the scriptures, but now if you're right and if you believe the heathens can be saved, then go and save the heathens. Go and preach to them. It's funny how these brothers always run to us and not to the heathen. Go to the heathen, preach to them, dunk them in water, baptize them. But leave us alone, the ones of us who are doing the work and who are on the front lines. You understand? Leave our followers alone. Go and be a rainbow and see how far you get. That's the way I see it. Anyway, that's it. I just had to get that off my chest. I was looking at that stuff on Facebook, and it kind of had me open to what I want to say. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Bear with me because I'm on OBS. It's kind of difficult to navigate through this without losing you. Let me see if I can find that. I don't understand that at all. See if I can find that dude. No, I don't know if I'm going to find it. All right, see, she's launching an attack on UPK. Somebody said something to me. Let me see what she had to say. Let's see what she says. This is the Ainah Yasharala Bakwash. I watched the tape of the clubhouse and listened to his precepts. Looks like these brothers are confused with Deuteronomy verse because they see the word strangers. They think strangers means the white man and the other enemy nations against Yasharala. I agree. Let me give a like for that. Strangers don't always mean strangers. Sometimes strangers is talking about Israel. Sometimes strangers is Israel coming from another country. So they are confused. Oh, that's Ainah. I guess he saw me going back and forth with these dudes. I wrote to him, this brother Shabar Yahawada. I said, brother, you'll find negative in all groups, because what he's doing, he's targeting. If you sin, see these brothers is evil, be a Christian, love the white man. See these brothers stole money, they're evil, be Christians, love the white man. That's what he's doing. So he's going to different videos with Sakari and UPK, and he's using their mishaps to sway brothers and sisters over to be Christian Israelites. But you're going to have, in all groups, even in Christian groups, in Muslim groups, you're going to have evildoers. You're going to have brothers that slip. You're going to have brothers that's going to make mistakes. And just because a brother makes a mistake doesn't mean he's a wicked brother. Some brothers fall. The scripture says a righteous man falleth down 7 times. A righteous man, he gets back up. David was a righteous man. He got back up. Remember that? He was a righteous man. He got back up. Peter denied the Lord and out of fear, and got back into the right spirit with the Most High. Didn't he? Then you had a lot of Israel that sinned in the past, Old Testament and New Testament, and got back in line with the Most High. You understand? People make mistakes, and that's part of serving the Most High. That's what I'm saying, bottom line. People make mistakes, and they mess up, and they get back in tune with the Most High. I mean, what's the big deal? Let's put that up so you can see it. I'll go back and read it. I didn't know it wasn't up. But anyway, It says again. It says go back to the brother post. It says he says I watched the tape. I watched some of it too. I turned it off after like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, a minute and a half. It was the same bull crap you hear every time. But it says the brother I know said I watched the tape of Clubhouse and listened to his precepts. Looks like these brothers are confused with the Deuteronomy verse because they see the word strangers. They think stranger means the white man and other enemy nations against Yasharallah. So I have an idea where he's going with that because I've heard that argument before. So I don't know, but I don't know, man. But this is what I said. I said, brother, you'll find negative in all groups. That's not going to flip brothers to your Christian Israelite beliefs. You understand? Many of us, including myself, did videos on that issue, so stop it. We believe in righteous values without the white man among us. You see, seems impossible for you, and it's true. But yeah, but that's pretty much attacking Israel. I mean UPK, and UPK, they trip a lot, man. They say they trip a lot to the point where you wonder what the hell is wrong with them. But at the same time, you're not going to get them or their followers to be a Christian Israelite. You're not going to get me. You're not going to get the brothers in Israel united in Christ. You're not going to get House of David, House of Israel, HYK. You're not going to get any of us who are the frontline brothers. And in certain cases, second fruit, first fruit, whatever you want to call us, coming out of Harlem, New York, to believe that garbage. So, you know, keep trying if you want. But yeah, this brother's definitely nuts. I said, you're just a hater, cut it out. Somebody gave me a thumbs up. 3 people gave me a thumbs up. 3 people gave me thumbs up. I told me to say hater. And he is a hater. He's a hater. Because if he wasn't a hater, why don't you go and teach the heathen and tell them that you're Israel and that you love them and do camp or Sabbath service with them and see how far you get. Damn white man don't love or respect you, man. Come on, get it out, you know. But if that's the case, do those things and see how far you get. That's what I want to see. I've never seen. I put my face up for this. I've never seen any of these guys do that. Round up the heathens, teach them, love them, and start a mighty community, eating matzah and unleavened bread and lamb on the Passover with 2,000 white people and 2,000 black people, all in the spirit of love, respect, and brotherhood. I've never seen that. And I'm still waiting. But, you know, that was just on my mind. I just thought I'd touch on that for a little bit. I'll see you brothers and sisters tomorrow night.